you're about to hear. We swear the best star rappers of the year. So, cheery up, yell, scream bravo. Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
Welcome back to the Doug and Doug Show, episode 2. The draft is in the books. The trash has already started flying, and week 1 is around the corner. So tonight, we're handing out draft grades, calling out some reaches, hyping up the best steals, identifying your sleeper of the draft, and most importantly, breaking down those first matchups. Fresh, you ready?
Man, I am. I'm very ready, man. I do want to say this. If you're mad about your grade, don't blame us. Blame your drafting. And blame ESPN too, because they the ones that really gave out the grade.
And, and
But
to be hon- and to be honest with you on those grades, man, I'm kind of iffy about the grades because last year Jimmy got an A. That's
yeah.
all I'm gonna say about that. But first off, shout out to everyone who joined the Zoom draft,
Yeah.
except Seminole G. He was live. He was he was live from Vegas, man, but couldn't figure out how to hit that mute button. And don't worry, man, we got you. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except apparently our background noise or your background noise. And look here, man, ain't nobody gonna tell nobody that you was being henpecked while you was in the hotel room. And we're gonna leave that, and that's gonna be quiet. It's just
Yeah.
between me, Trey, and 11 of your other friends in the league. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I think the slot machines was making better picks than him at the end of the day. But look, whatever. We're gonna talk about these draft grades.
Okay, come on. Let me fix my glasses. All right. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Let's get right to it. Okay. The house, dog pound,
Yep.
redeem team,
Yep.
no smoke, and show me
Yep.
TDs.
Y'all
All,
did it.
all walking out with A's, man. Straight honor roll. That's Harvard, Yale, Princeton of this league right now. However, redeem team got a pinky ring. Show me TDs, a throw a game for her daddy. The house, well, you know where he lived, in the outhouse.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know, what you think, Trey?
Man, hey, look, it looks good on paper, but like you just said, most of these, I'll probably say like half of these folks gonna be crying mid-season when the injuries start to hit, when the waiver wire ain't doing what it's supposed to, when somebody should have played somebody they didn't play, all that stuff. Look, grades don't win games.
Man, I almost want an F, to be honest with you. But let's go to the next tier. Let's go to the next tier, the B tier. First,
Okay.
we got the Get Fresh crew.
Yeah.
We got the Benson Backbreakers, and we got 0 and 16. I mean, 16 and 0.
He is on 16, actually. That he
Yeah,
changed.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I know he's, but we will give him the benefit of the doubt before the first week. Those are the kids who bring home B's and yet still get grounded. You're not failing, but mom ain't putting your report card on the refrigerator either. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel you. I feel you. I take a B though. But the C Club, that's where we saw a lot of our previous playoff folks.
Yep,
You had
yep.
exciting whites, you had what's next. Well, Felix new to the league, but Get Your Own Switch was in there with a C. Seminole G, well, we know why he got a C.
Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah. And then you had your Ski Tigers, man. So
Yeah,
those
champ,
were,
champ.
like it's detention row. You pass technically, but we ain't really impressed.
But just hold up though.
Yeah,
Did we forget somebody? I'm,
we
I'm trying
forgot.
to think. I mean,
We
let me see.
forgot.
One, two, hold on. I gotta take off the shooter. Hold on. Yeah, that's only 13 teams.
Here we got
We
one
got
more thing to talk about.
we got 14 teams in the draft, right?
Yeah.
Look, man, I don't know about you, but not up for games. She didn't do so well in the draft.
Nah. Oh, not at all. Not at She even texted us in the thing talking about she wasn't gonna do well. We thought she was playing.
Man, how do you flunk a fantasy draft? That's like failing gym class. You show up, you dress out, and you still left with an F? Come on, man, that's blasphemous.
Yeah, yeah, that's tough.
Mitch, what happened? What happened?
She tried to warn us. She said she did the mock draft and it gave her an F. And hey, it it was not lying, but hey, some of y'all on in here got diplomas. Some of y'all need summer school, and one of y'all just got expelled. Uh, that's pretty much how we gonna give out these grades, man. And you know what? Speaking of not up for games catching an F on draft night, I think I figured out why. The same reason, she flunked out might have been the same reason why she's taking home our very first ever Reach of the Draft award.
So tell me why, man. Tell me why.
Well,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's reaching. That's reaching, man. She pulled a hamstring on the way down. Look, she went out there number 3 overall and took who?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Number 3 in a 14-team PPR league, no less. A quarterback that early? Now that don't make no sense, man. That's like going to the buffet, walking past the steak, the shrimp, the ribs, grabbing a bread roll. Just a bread roll. Like, oh yeah, this bread gonna really fill me up. Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on
yeah,
now.
man. You need more substance in the beginning. And don't get me wrong, Jaden could be balling. He could be the best quarterback in the league this year. Who really knows? But when you're at pick 3, you still got wide receiver ones on the board. You got workhorse running backs out there. You had so many options, and instead you grabbed a quarterback like you was late for the bus. That was panic picking all day long. It was like she needed. I guess the 30 seconds really came in handy for us because she just happened to have to throw him in there.
Oh, wait. I'll just grab him now before somebody else does. Yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Nobody else was thinking about grabbing him really. Not that man now. He was safe at least until the 3rd or 4th round, maybe even later.
Yeah, yeah, and Lamar early like that makes sense. That was on my strategy, but somebody else took that strategy and did it instead.
I wonder who.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, Jaden Daniels at 3, definitely the reach of the draft. Lock that in. Hey, she might end up looking like a genius, but right now, she looking like somebody that drafted with other mitts on and
She
had
looked
no.
like somebody that failed gym class
Yeah, man.
and
Well,
dressed out.
I know.
All
That's
right,
crazy.
enough about reaching. Let's talk about stealing, man. Time for Grand Theft Fantasy.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what I saw in the draft was straight up blasphemous.
That's the second time that word's been used, but go ahead.
Second time, I had to I had to go Stephen A. Smith. I had to channel my inner Stephen A. Smith for this one because we're in round 7, pick 8, and Jalen Waddle is still sitting there. Are you kidding me? This man had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons,
Yes, he did.
Olympic speed,
Yes, he
wide
does.
receiver 1 talent, hiding in a
Yes.
wide receiver 2 clothing,
Yes.
and y'all let him slide to the 92nd pick?
92. Can you believe that?
That's not value, man. That is a crime scene. Whoever drafted Waddle, dog pound,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
didn't make a
Guilty.
smart pick, man. They pulled off a heist. You walked out with a league winner while the rest of us was asleep at the wheel. That's absolute robbery, and I can't. Just shame on everybody else in the
Man,
league.
listen. So I'm just gonna go and tell you, man. When I was sitting there and I looked at the plethora of options, and I looked and I said, whoa, wait, that's not right because I thought he got picked up already. And then I said, these jokers and let him slide by every round, and now I get to sit here and get me a marquee player in the 7th round. That's unheard of. I said, y'all must be playing with me. So I hit it, man. But I was expecting for it to say, like, sorry, that guy's already been picked up. But it didn't. So the rest is history, as they say, or his story.
Yeah, you thought it was a fluke, and man, it might have been because that again, that's a steal right there, especially with Tyreek Hill. He should have been the steal of the draft. That, yeah, he would have worked better, in this situation with all the dang on legal stuff that he got going on. But hey, look, Jalen Waddle,
Legal stuff and physical ailments right now.
yeah, you got a lot going on. But
Ever
solid,
since I
solid
saw,
pick,
what's that boy name that used to play for Dallas, man? Terrell, what's his name?
bro.
Terrell Owens. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw Terrell. See how much of a faded memory he is. Ever since I saw Terrell Owens beat Tyreek Hill in a race, a foot race, I knew Tyreek Hill's numbers was his days was numbered.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's on YouTube. Y'all need to go check it out. Terrell Owens walked him down. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
because
look,
now we need to
I
move
got some.
on, man. So
I got
where's
one more crazy stat for you though, real quick about
okay?
Tyreek. I saw somebody post this that said, and like you said, he got focused elsewhere. In 2024, Tyreek Hill had more children than he did touchdowns.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either that's a lot of babies or no touchdowns whatsoever.
Yeah. Very low touchdowns, but also very high babies.
He was high on the baby chart, low on the TDs.
A little bit of both of them, man. But to
Damn.
make a transition, somewhat of a transition. I know when we're talking about sleepers of the draft, you would think steal of the draft, sleeper of the draft. Wait, hold on, aren't those really the same?
No, not the same thing.
But they're not. No, a steal is when a big name player falls way too far, which is what
Yeah,
we just saw happen. But a sleeper, now that's when somebody you barely even had on your radar, turns into a potential difference maker. Usually way, way, way late in the draft. And this year's sleeper really fits the bill perfectly.
yeah. Amari Cooper, written off, cast aside. A veteran many thought was finished, but you know what? When he returned to the Raiders, he looked his coach in the eyes and said, "I know I'm old, but I got more juice in me." He said, "I got more. I can do this." Round 9, pick 14. Skiggy believed him, and that belief turned into the steal of the draft, the sleeper who helped carry a champion. Now, is he going to carry him this year? No, but he's definitely a sleeper. I'm gonna give him that. Amari Cooper still got some gas in the tank, man.
Yeah, I think he's going to definitely prove to be that difference between the steal and the sleeper. The one that's again too far of a fall, and the other one that sneaks up and surprises everybody. I think he'll be that sneak up. But either way, it's the kind of move that can win you games. But you know what? Look, speaking of games, let's just dive right on in to these week 1
Man,
matchups. That's where we
give
are.
me the matchups, man. Let me see.
Who,
We
Tell me
we
who you like to win. Tell me, what these battles look like, and hopefully we can get our first lock of the week or lock of the season too. I would love.
well. So what a tangle web we weave. Okay, so I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top since ain't nobody got no ranking right now. I'm gonna start off with the house and Team Skeegee. All right. Right now, as it stands, I'm gonna have to go with the house.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the house, and only because I know he got his son on his team, man. So that's part of it right there.
There you go. Well, all right. So you got the house winning that first matchup. What do you see for Show Me TDs and Benson Backbreakers? This is a
So so
rematch
so here's the
of the
deal.
last thing.
It depends on how much pressure Uncle Ben's daddy is putting on his daughter, because if he put enough pressure, she gonna go and cave and let him win the game. But I think we put enough kind of fire on her to make her want to win. And I think she kind of salty with her daddy because, he couldn't get to the finish line.
Mhm.
He's just too old to win. We need new blood. We need fresh blood. Come on, Bria, you can do this. Show me TDs by a landslide, not by no 4 points, by a
Ooh,
landslide.
okay. Landslide win. I like that. I mean, and look, it is destined to be this year because what she sacrificed herself in order to get him to what, second place? Come on now.
Second place.
All right.
If
So
you remember what Tiger Woods said, second sucks.
there you go.
Okay, so now
Or
we got
Ricky
Seminole
Bobby.
G and we
He
got
was first
0
and
and
second.
16. Guess
Yeah.
what? 0 and 16.
0 and 16. His
0
name
and
is to be
16.
wrong first week.
He is due for a win, man. He's due for
Okay.
a lead-off win. Come on, 0 and
Okay.
16. We got faith in you this week.
Okay.
In the next game, we got no smoke, and Redeem Team. Well, Redeem Team is going to put some beat down on no smoke.
Uh-oh.
And it's going
Starting
to
off
be
wrong.
smoke and headache.
There you go. Okay. All right. Now I think I know.
Yeah. You already know. I can't let nobody beat me that got an F in the draft, man. I'm sorry, I just can't do that, man. So come on. I ain't gonna lock that in because that'd be
All
too
right. I was
easy.
about to say, is that your
No,
lockdown?
that's too easy. I can't lock my own game in on
All right.
somebody that got an F in the draft. Okay,
Okay.
let's just leave that where it is. But now I got get your own switch and what's next. What's next? It's an ass whooping. That's what's next. Welcome to the league. Get your own switch. Only you get the switch this time. Now, we got the exciting whites and get fresh crew. And I am believing there may be an upset. The exciting whites don't have the advantage, but they do have the referees. I'm calling it the exciting whites game, and I'm locking that one in.
Oh, okay. So I guess the first lock. All right, no, that's cool. That's
Hey
cool.
man, I'm just telling you, if
Well,
you had the
prove me
referees,
wrong.
man,
Yeah, he may have the referees, but they wear black and white stripes. All right.
yeah, but they discriminate against the black stripes.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We need one of them black stripe
Hey,
referees.
hey, listen, man. This brings about our next slide. Let's look at a fresh perspective.
All
As
right.
you all know, this is the original Doug E. Fresh, and then this is Young Fresh. Well, Young Fresh, let's give them the fresh perspective. After
All
you,
right.
sir.
Well, after all the laughs and the trash talk, here's what really sticks with me. The draft set the table. Skiggy has that great sleeper pick in Amari Cooper that showed us sometimes patience pays off. You don't win the league on draft night. You win it by knowing where the real value hides.
And see, and that's the thing. Draft grades look good, but they don't score your points in week one. Also, you can get $100,000 sports car and drive it like a Volkswagen. So sometimes people get these A's and these monster squads, start trading people away, not putting people in when they need to put them in, and guess what? Boom, you're done. The matchups are where the truth comes out. We got rivalries ready to spark. I got my lock of the week stamped in. Sorry, Trey. And Grand Theft Fantasy showed us how a roster can get robbed. At the end of the day, it's about showing up, making moves, and proving it every Sunday. Can you hear me? Can I get an amen? Can I get? Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away. My bad. My bad.
Just a little bit, man. You know what? And that right there is the fresh perspective that we want to set up for this week. Don't forget to set your lineups. We got Cowboys, Eagles tonight, tomorrow. Is this launching on Thursday? We got Cowboys, Eagles Thursday night. You got Chiefs, Chargers Friday night, and then you got your whole slate going on Sunday with the Bears and the Vikings. Finishing us up on Monday Night Football. Set your lineups. Do not be the one that don't have your lineup set, and make sure you get your bread to the commissioner.
See, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say 250 to the commish. That's me. And if you send it on Saturday, I'm gonna think it's a birthday gift, so I'm gonna spend it. So don't send me no money on Saturday. Send it to me on Thursday, on Friday, on Sunday, on Monday. But if you send me any money on Saturday, I'm spending it, man. And I'm gonna say you just send me a birthday gift because commission be 59, 59, 59 on Saturday. You hear me?
Happy birthday to the commish.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we'll catch y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.